Jing Pai Kuat is what you usually see on a Chinese dim sum menu at a restaurant. Just a few items you can pick up from the grocery store. Today, I am making my own version of spare ribs with Kabocha Squash. It is somewhat pumpkin-like shape, but is not. It is called Japanese squash. If you have not heard of kabocha, and if you are interested in learning how to make this recipe for your family, please stay with me and I will walk you through this simple but tasty recipe, spare ribs with kabocha, a type of squash. This recipe can be served over rice, and if you want more side dish, you can prepare bok choy just like that, and cook a pot of rice and your dinner is ready. I have tried this recipe with taro and other squash, but I prefer kabocha the most. In terms of nutrition, it is packed with beta-carotene, iron, and vitamin C for those of you who are interested in adding more iron into your diet. So let's get to the recipe. I'm using 1/2 size of kabocha squash, about 2 pounds of spare ribs, which I wash in salt water and then cut into 1 inch in length, 6 to 7 cloves of garlic, 1/8 cup of ground bean sauce. You can get this particular sauce even at Safeway or any Asian market. 1 teaspoon of salt, 2 teaspoons of light brown sugar, 1 medium-sized shallot. You can mince it all up. Add all the ingredients into the meat. Kabocha squash needs to be cut up later. Also add in 1 tablespoon of Shaoxing wine. For this recipe, I didn't use any oyster sauce. Instead, I used 1 tablespoon of hot chili sauce or any regular soy sauce, and I didn't use any ginger. Mix all the ingredients well. Now add 1 to 2 teaspoons of ground black pepper. You can also add chilies if you wish. I'm also adding in 1 kumquat to my meat marinade. If you don't have it, you can zest a lemon. However, I like to use a kumquat because it's very citrusy and it's slightly sweet. The flavor is sour and tangy, and it's actually much more flavorful than a lemon zest. Then add 2 teaspoons of cornstarch to thicken the sauce. I hope you enjoyed this recipe so far. I'm almost done. Now I'm going to prepare my squash. Take off the skin. The skin is very hard, so you basically have to chop it off and then cut it into smaller chunks, just like that. And then mix with the meat marinade, and we're ready to steam my recipe. The steam process takes about 30 to 45 minutes depending on your stove. Now you have 2 options here. First one is you can go ahead and steam your meat, your spare ribs, and then for about 30 minutes, and then the last 15 minutes you add in your squash, or you can add them all in together like the way I do it, and this whole process takes about 45 minutes. You do not want to overcook the squash. Timing is important. You do want to cook your spare ribs, and you don't want to overcook the squash. And that's it. Right now, I'm just going to chop up my cilantro and green onion to garnish over my spare ribs with kabocha. Yes, kabocha squash. Make sure you cook a pot of rice, and if you want side dish, you can prepare bok choy on the side. And here we are, ladies and gentlemen, your dinner is served. Look how beautiful the squash and the spare ribs turn out. Trust me on this. This is very, very delicious. I tried it myself and my family loves this dish very much. That's it for this recipe. It is very simple and quick. It's one of the recipes that you can prepare on a weekday when you have a busy schedule. Give it a try and let me know how it goes in the comment below. Thank you so much for your time. Thank you for your support and thank you for sticking around until the end of this video. This is a Cantonese dish. Let me know how it goes. And that's it. Until then, take care. Bye now. One more thing, please like, share, and subscribe. Thank you again.